Hello, my name is Charles Dimitriou, and I work as a hydrologist for the Cyprus Water Development Department. This department is responsible for the development of water resources in Cyprus and also the management of the water resources in Cyprus. One of our major projects for the moment is the implementation of the water part of the Water Framework Directive, the European Water Framework Directive 2060. I'm going to be the project manager for the implementation of Articles 5 and 6 of the Water Framework Directive. In my presentation today, I talk about the water status in Cyprus as one part, and the second part was the problems associated with implementing the Water Framework Directive in Cyprus. First, I'm saying that the water resources in Cyprus are overexploited, and this is for groundwater, it's 40% over the sustainable amount, which is very much and is very dangerous. This was caused because of the droughts for the last few decades and the increase in water demand in Cyprus. Also, for the last 3 or 4 decades, our precipitation had a sudden drop of about 20%, which in turn caused a 40% drop in the flow of water in our dams. That caused again a bigger demand for groundwater, which stressed our aquifers even further. Our coastal aquifers suffer from seawater intrusion, and as I said in my presentation, one of our major aquifers has water levels about 40 meters below sea level. In other words, there is a seawater intrusion happening now in a big rate, and this is caused by overpumping for the last 40 years. We try to solve this problem by designing the plants for supplying water for the people, and by doing that we relieve some of the pressure from aquifer water. The Framework Directive is going to help us or even force us to solve quickly this problem of unsustainable management. As we know that the Framework Directive has a very general idea that by 2015 we will be able to have a good ecological status for all the waters, groundwater, surface water and coastal waters. And in Cyprus we tried to implement it. First of all, the first thing we did was to change our legislation and harmonize it with the directive, and secondly to engage a consultant who is going to help us to implement Article 5 and 6 of the directive. Articles 5 and 6 are the articles which are in broad terms, they talk about get an account of where the state of our waters in Cyprus, and then from then on we will try to improve the quality. Of course, we have major problems. One of the problems is that the lack of data, especially water quality data. The other one is fragmentation of authorities in Cyprus, and that was addressed by having a new organization which is going to cover all these responsibilities. Development of a comprehensive database which will store all the information we have. And the major outcome is that the directive which will create the essential conditions for the support of policy that will lead in satisfactory and effective protection of all waters and develop a rational management and exploitation of our precious water resources in Cyprus. In other words, the directive will give us the guidance for a better and correct water management in Cyprus.